Hello, kindred spirits. I have been talking a lot lately about all of the wonderful, helpful, amazing experiences you can have when you start honoring the spiritual body you are, the soul that you are, and the emotional body, the feeling body that you are, and treating them with the same respect that you give your mental and your physical bodies. So today I wanted to talk about that seeming conflict between the left brain, which wants facts and logic and order and sequence and prizes those things, and the non logical, the non rational side of you, the spiritual and emotional part of your being. I say seeming conflict because there really isn't a conflict. It's more a question or a lack of self trust. When we doubt those intuitive messages, when we don't honor our gut, we're basically acting out of a lack of self trust. Because honoring your gut, honoring your intuition is about honoring you and believing in yourself enough to pay attention to something that doesn't seem logical or rational or validated by our material world. But here's the rub, and it's a doozy. The left brain loves to count and sort and gather all sorts of information and data and this and that and the other fact. In fact, data is the new deity. We all in the business world and in governments worship at the altar of data, more data. That's how we make our decisions. We are a data driven company. If I have to read that one more time, I really think I'm going to lose it. Data is really nothing. And all the data in the world and all the conclusions and analysis and synthesis that your left brain can do about data will not give you the truth of who you really are, because you are more than a data point. You are an emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical being. You are a created soul, created in the image of your creator. So I don't care how much data you collect, it's not going to give you any real insight into you. Ah, but there's another source of data. There's data out there in the so-called real world, and there's what I call internal data, the data that you get about yourself and about other people through your soul senses with the assist of the love that comes from your emotional body. Now, that's the kind of data that can reveal all manner of things about you and about other people. And in my previous videos, I've been giving examples of that. So I want you, I hope that you will pause for a moment and say, where is the most valuable and the most helpful data that I can find out about me? Does it come from a survey of other people? Does it come from books about other people? Maybe, but maybe there's another better source, and that source is definitely within you, within your own soul, within your own heart. There is scads and scads of data, sometimes known as the Akashic records, about you, about how you have lived, your challenges, the wisdom you have, the things you still need to learn. It's all within the energy of your spiritual body and your emotional body. And you use those four soul senses to tap into it if you're smart. So if you find the conflict between your left brain, this is not logical, just say, hey, it's not logical, but it does have validity. And besides, if you really want to open up the data stream, tune into yourself and you'll have all the data you could ever need to make better decisions about who you are and what you're about. So we'll talk more about all this. Until then, vaya con Dios.